Hi, my name is Richard. I want to tell you a story about how I healed my mental health disorders that I acquired at a very, very young age. This is my story. This isn't something that you can follow and heal yourself, but I do have some answers. Each of us are individuals. We are not alike in as far as we are individual human beings having a spiritual experience that is unique to each and every one of us. I can't walk your path. You can't walk my path. I can't tell you how to walk your path. I can't only show you how I walked mine. Then you can walk your own path. And it's going to sound scary, but you are the only one that can walk your path. No one can tell you how to do it. If somebody's telling you you have to do this or that, they are trying to control you. I say all this because this is how I came out of 60 years of darkness. How I got there isn't that important. Some extremely heinous things happened to me as a young child, very young. Mental, emotional, physical abuse before the age of 5. Then at the age of 5, some incredibly heinous things started happening to me, and it was repeated over and over for several years. Through that time, I developed PTSD, something called DID. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorders, amongst other things. What I discovered was that I was the only one that could untie that knot. At the same time, this physical mind had no idea what I was doing. I say that because we've been told that we have to do. We have to do this, we have to do that. The truth is, we have to be. We have to be. Start being a human. What does that mean? We are more than just human bodies. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. With that said, we have to rediscover who we are, truly are. That process is hard because we've been programmed with all these other people's programs. When you're born, I believe, you come in as a blank canvas, so to speak. After your first breath, you start observing. And taking in all of the stimulus around you. It's not long, the first 7 to 9 years, they say, you're programmable. After that, you spend the rest of your life trying to unprogram that. With that said, I believe the reasons we come here is to have an experience and to remember who we are, truly are. That takes an inside look. That's what my friend said. If you want to find it, you have to look inside. It's not out there. It's inside all of us. So after 40 years of stumbling around through life, trying to figure everything out, drug addictions, sex addictions, you name it, just flowed through life, right? Like everybody else, trying to make ends meet. 40 years. Synchronicities started happening. They had been happening all my life. I just didn't see them. But being a Christian or being raised in a Christian place, I believed what I read in the Bible. I didn't believe what the church was saying. I didn't believe all of the dogma and stuff like that. So I never went to church. But I was led to one that seemed to be more in line with what I felt. They wasn't asking for money. They wanted to walk alongside you as you journeyed your path. All key things that I thought I was looking for, and I was. We started attending, getting involved in all this, and I cried out. I did the thing. I spoke in public that I wanted Jesus into my life, the whole Christian thing, right? That happened in a grocery store deli that had a lot of people in it. Before I got to the parking lot, metaphysical things started happening. My environment changed. I started hearing a voice, audible voice in my head. I knew exactly who it was. I didn't even ask his name. The next 2 weeks was, I spent the next 2 weeks in 2 different worlds. I was with Yeshua, and I was also in this physical world, doing my daily tasks, doing a job, the whole time in this constant conversation with him. I can't remember everything that we talked about, but I know he has a hilarious sense of humor. A lot of the times he laughed at my ridiculousness. I would ask questions or make statements, and he would just giggle and laugh at me. It's like, he's a really funny dude. I told him that all I wanted was to be the last person in heaven and to slam the door shut. And he almost fell out. He seriously laughed really hard at me. I didn't really know why. But I was told to take an inside look. So I started looking inside. I had known what had happened to me as a child. I had dealt with it all my life. So I started looking inside. What I found was really ugly. Not what people had done to me, but my whole insides were ugly. My beliefs were all wrong. Everything like that. I went ahead, uncovered a bunch of layers of stuff about sexual abuse, and was helping other men go through a book designed to heal from trauma like that. What I discovered was that that wasn't enough. Yes, I'd uncovered some crazy experiences, some hard stuff, but I wasn't healing it. It got really bad. I had to seek professional help. I went to a psychiatrist. I was diagnosed with PTSD, DID, BPD, and 4 other generalized mood disorders. She said that I was the worst undiagnosed case of PTSD she had ever seen. I started working with her therapist. What I quickly discovered was they had a plan, they had a system I had to work through, jump their hoops. I went along. In a year and a half, I had 2 therapists. They were young. One got married and moved on. The other one took a different job. I started searching for a new one. I found a private therapist. One of the first things out of her mouth was, "I'm just here to walk alongside you as you figure this out." I needed that. It was almost within the first few visits, my body started healing itself. My mind started healing itself. Things were coming out of me that I didn't know were in there. And she never once tried to steer me along. She let me heal myself. That path took 9 years. It started in 2012. In 2023, my spirit guides told me that I had done an excellent job of untying the knots that life had put in my way. That I'd healed myself, that I didn't have to search for any more hidden parts. Now, how did I do that? I trusted that I didn't know what to do, but somewhere inside I knew I was being helped. I was being guided. As long as I followed my path of healing and not somebody else's idea of how I heal, that somehow it would all turn out. "2023 was pretty incredible. It started several years before that. This awakening process, which I believe is a lifetime thing, but I have had anxiety all my life, panic attacks, night terrors. I had multiple personalities, loss of time. I would be one person and then be somebody completely different the next second. My family can attest to this. They watched it. I no longer have those alters. what I discovered from the guides was, think of a mirror and your reflection. My mirror was shattered. Those altered states were shards of that mirror of myself. When I realized this, it made a lot of sense. I put my mirror back together. I no longer have periods of time that are missing. I don't have anxiety. I don't have PTSD symptoms. I don't have night terrors. It's a completely different life. And I did it. I did it myself with the help of my guides. But I did it myself. And I'm super proud of that. I found out that unknowingly my entire life I've been trusting that my higher self was guiding me. What I know now is we're good storytellers. The reason we're good storytellers is because our physical mind is a receiver. Our higher mind, our higher self, can see the whole layout. And our higher self relays that. What we can do is tell the story of how it played out after the fact. We really don't know how to do something, but we can tell you how it was done. That's why I'm here. I want to tell you how it was done for me. I can't do it all in one video, so I plan on making more. If you watch this, God bless you. You're a bright light. You are so much more powerful than you know. And one day, maybe one day soon, we will all see that. Thank you.